Okay, so today's verse of the day, today's scripture of the day comes from Luke 19, and it's gonna be about Jesus bringing salvation to Zacchaeus' home. And it says, Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but being a short man, he could not because of the crowd. So he ran and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, he has gone to be the guest of a sinner? But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. Jesus said to him, today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is the son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost. Now, what can we learn from this? What can we take from this? According to the study Bible, it says, judging from the crowd's reaction to him, Zacchaeus must have been a very crooked tax collector. But after he met Jesus, he realized that his life needed straightening out. By giving to the poor and making restitution with generous interest to those he had cheated, Zacchaeus demonstrated inward change by outward action. It is not enough to follow Jesus in your head or heart alone. You must show your faith by changed behavior. Now here are 2 questions for us. 2 questions we can ask ourselves. Has your faith resulted in action? What changes do you need to make? Again, has your faith resulted in action? And what changes do you need to make? Lastly, it says, when Jesus says Zacchaeus was son of Abraham and yet was lost, he must have shocked his hearers in at least 2 ways. They would not have liked to acknowledge that this unpopular tax collector was a fellow son of Abraham. And now they would not have wished to admit that sons of Abraham could be lost. But a person is not saved by a good heritage or condemned by a bad one. Faith is more important. Jesus still loves to bring the lost into his kingdom, no matter what their background or previous way of life. It is through faith the lost can be forgiven and made new. So that is what we can take from this scripture and this verse for today, man. Whatever you heard, whatever you received, man, I pray that God leads you and helps you in your situation. I pray that these words help you. I pray that what I share to you helps you, man. And I'll be with you all next time, man. Have a blessed day.